Hi everybody, are you there? Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I was trying to set things up. And I thought I would use these glasses. They're a little less glary, and I don't know, maybe it's just because the sun hadn't come around the side of the house yet. So let's see, you guys there? I've got all these people saying, where are you? Where are you? Hi, hi. Okay, hi, there's my secretary. Okay, so we know there's 11 people that are being read for, so start putting your names down and my secretary will get you lined up. I'm gonna wait until we get some other people on. I am. Hold on a second, I'm getting messages from other people. They're trying to get on, they don't know how to do it. My girlfriend's sending pictures, hold on. I'm live now. If you want, sorry, I wish I could do voice command on my computer. I think you can do that. You know, that would help me a lot because I don't know how to. I type with 2 fingers and my pinky. Actually, I type with my pointer, my pinky, and my thumb. Hold on, if you want to join. Have you been feeling the energy of this moon? I will tell you that my twin is a Pisces. And I'm an Aries and a Pisces moon. And I gotta tell you, our dreams have been off the hook. Woo! Energy. Energy. Okay, so you're the secretary, so you're the one who has to get this lined up, Sandy. I'm gonna start kicking these blinds up. You didn't sleep well? I slept well. I've been having very lucid dreams. My twin and I used to dream very, very lucidly together, and we have been doing that again. It's been really awesome, actually. And it was funny because I realized last night as I was watching, is that when I am watching the dream, I literally got to see him. I haven't seen him in such a long time. It was, I gotta tell you, it was emotional. I saw him so clearly, like he was just there with me. And he's the remote viewer, you know. I do it in my dream time, but he's the remote viewer. But I noticed that what's going on is when I see him, it's him seeing me. So when I'm watching things that are going on and we're talking about things, it's actually, and I see that I think that it's what he's doing, it's what I'm doing. But I see him. He sees me and I see him, if that makes sense. We're mirrors, so. But it was beautiful to see, and what it was, what I did in my dream, last night, not last night, the night before, was the one who was in the way, the one that was the false twin, or the one that was the energy that was trying to pull from me. He showed up. Now, first of all, I was there with my twin, and it was crystal clear. And he showed me, I saw these 2 younger women, you know, kind of bimbos that were following him around, and I was annoyed with it. He was sleeping. He was in another room, and it was strange. And then I realized the next night that it was actually me that I was watching. But these people that were bimbos that were following him around were people that he considered after my affection and not worthy of me. I thought that was hysterical. But what I saw was the man that was the one that I thought was my twin. He came after the second dream, and it was so crystal clear. And his energy, he came and he kissed me on my forehead. He drew me, pulled me to him, sideways hug. Now you gotta know that a sideways hug, that is not love. Sideways hugs aren't love, right? And I was just like, what are you doing? And he was like trying to talk to me. He put his arm around me and he was like trying to let me down gently, like, you know, and I said, what are you doing? I have no interest in you. I'm in love with my twin. And I kind of walked away from him and I went over to his friends, and it was funny because I watched this great wave coming, and his friends said, yeah, he was saying how, you know, that you were going to have a really hard time, you know, with him being there, and that you didn't want to be with him. And I was just like, or no, that he wasn't going to be with you, that you were going to have a hard time. And I said, I have no hard time. I know who I want to be with. I know where my energy is. My twin is with me, and it's all done. So it was a really cool dream. I was annoyed because the other one was there for a longer amount of time. I saw him for a longer amount of time, and so last night I said to my twin, I don't want to see him, I want to see you, and I want to see you in the flesh and in person. And the energy was just amazing. The dreams were fantastic. And Very emotional, yes. Well, this is what we're going to talk about, actually, before we do the reading for the 11 people. And we're doing 11 because 11 is the gateway. 11, remember I always say 11, 11? It's just magic to me. I just was told 11 last night. I was given that number. But I wanted to talk to you about the type of moon that we have. Now, it's the full moon in Pisces. Now, Pisces is very loving, very gentle. Pisces is my twin. And so what's going on is it's the watery, emotional feeling, right? So we're assimilating this watery energy. And this is about going deep within and listening to our heart of hearts. What is beating in our heart? What is it that our heart is saying? Can we find our way back to our truth? And here's our little hummingbird telling us that we will accomplish what it may seem impossible to ourselves and others. And she knows how to take her drink. She's getting a good long drink. Yeah. Love that showing up right then. Okay, so what's going on with this full moon in Pisces? Okay, you know what? I'm going to tell you that right now the 11th spot, ooh, is it gone? They're going quickly. Wow, okay. I won't say it. Somebody wrote to me earlier and I knew that they had to be at work, and she's actually using her energy right now. I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to stop about the full moon and I'm going to talk about what's going on with the hurricane. She's using her energy to try and work with the energy of the hurricane, and so have I been, and I know that a lot of the light workers and the energy workers have been doing that. I visualized that, and I was using my energy this morning in the shower, and I was literally, because I can push energy, I move it, right? So I was pushing the energy and dissipating the storm, and I was saying there's a lot of places that need that rain, like here. We got a little bit last night, and there's a lot of places that we need the wind. We need the wind to blow away all the crap, and we need the winds of change to blow in the good stuff. So the energy workers, and I feel it so strong. My sacral chakra, my solar plexus, my heart, all of it are spinning right now. I am lit up. So my energy is working as I'm even sitting here talking about it. And so for you guys that, happy birthday, Jody. For you guys that are energy workers, concentrate your visualization of taking that wind and that rain and dissipating it across the states where the rain is needed. The extra wind that we don't need to blow away, what we're getting rid of, and the winds of change that we don't, whatever we don't need for the winds of change to blow in, we're asking that it go back out to sea. So push your energy. You can visualize this. You can feel this. I am very powerful. I know that many of us are very, very powerful. So use that energy. Also, the rain, we need to circulate it and push it towards, visualize in your mind where the fires are in the states right now, up towards Washington. Los Angeles had the fire going. Try and visualize the rain going towards those areas. We need the animals safe. We need the firefighters safe. We need the people safe. We can do this. We have very, very strong energy. And so that's what I'm doing with my energy today. And I know that others are. So you guys need to do that as well. So now we're going to go back to the Pisces full moon. And as I was talking to you about, the full moon is being in Pisces, it's all about dreams. My twin and I are all about our lucid dreams. And dreams are very, very powerful right now. So you need to tend your energy. You need to tend your dreams. You need to go into your heart, right? You need to access the river that's inside of us, our emotional rivers, and we need to listen. What is it that brings joy to our hearts? What is it that is lifting us up? Right now, my heart is just pumping with unconditional love. It's just sending it out, sending it out. I've got it all around my twin. I've got it all. I feel it coming back too. And I feel it coming back from friends. I feel it coming back from all of you guys. Use that energy right now. And so what's going on, there's this, the lineup, the planetary lineup for September 23rd, it's all lining up, and it's about the mother giving birth, right? We have come through this very powerful eclipse energy, right? That was difficult that was the birthing. That was like the transformation going through, right? That portal, that Lion's Gate was very, very difficult. So now we're coming into this Pisces moon, right? And Pisces is aligned with Neptune, the ruler of the sea. I've been seeing him everywhere. I've literally been seeing him physically. On a trailer I saw Neptune, and I see myself as Ariel, right? I do. I'm the mermaid. And I've had a lot of connection and communication with the mermaid people from Atlantis. I truly have. My girlfriend sent it to me. I've been feeling it myself, this connection with the mer people. They're actually real. There's a real energy that's there. We need to connect with our creative energy that's inside of us, our emotional bodies right now. We need to deep dream. We need to go deep into our dreams, our daydreams. Go deep into the temples of our heart. Go into where is it that our soul is pulling us. Where is it that we want to infuse light into our life, into our path, right? Where do we need to do this? We need to take this energy, use the energy from the eclipse that we've had, the full moon that is so incredibly powerful, that moves this emotional body within us. There's an emotional energy. That's what you're seeing outside, this hurricane. This is the energy that we have. So take that energy that we have and channel it where it needs to go, right? We've come out of our old belief systems through that eclipse, right? We're letting go of that. Tonight we're going to be letting go of even more of what we've been holding on to. And it's about just forgetting the past. For me and my twin, as far as I'm concerned, the past is done. It's dead and buried. I don't even want to go there. This is about moving forward. This is about a renewed commitment. We want to start today, just today, from today forward, a new commitment to what it is that we wish to bring in, what it is that what our hearts are pulling at us, what our hearts are saying, what our dreams are telling us. We want to have this powerful, highly tuned focus on what it is that we wish to birth into our lives right now. I recommit today, from this day forward, in a loving, positive, optimistic, forward-flowing, strengthening, growing ascension process in my life. That's where I'm at right now. I see my new commitment is filled with unconditional love, and I send that out and I embrace that in. I let go of the past. It's over. So Pisces is the keeper of the spiritual journey. It's no surprise that my twin is a Pisces, and I'm in a Pisces moon. I told you he's the master teacher. He is. So Pisces is the word that I've been getting, the word that Spirit has been talking to me about over and over, and which keeps coming up in all of my readings and all of my messages, is compassion. Compassion. It kept coming yesterday over and over and over. Unconditional love, compassion. There are reasons why people go through the things that they do. There are reasons that people have acted the way that they have, and what we need to show is compassion. Kuan Yin keeps showing up, right? And that's the energy of compassion and unconditional love. And when we send that out, we get that back. So in every relationship, in every situation in our life, because compassion is what burns away the darkness and brings on the light, right? Any suffering that we have is a separation from our light side. So we want to embrace our darkness, see it and fill it with light, fill it with love. Don't ignore it. It's part of us. The yin and the yang, we have both of it within us. Now Pisces people, and the energy of Pisces, they are so affected, and empathic people are so affected by the suffering in the world. I understand this. I feel this way too in my heart. It hurts me when I see others suffering. I want to help. And what Pisces people sometimes tend to do is, because they feel this too much, they try to drown out this pain, they try to numb it, they try to make it go away. And they use alcohol, they use drugs, they use comforting foods, they use, cell phone addiction, shopping addiction, whatever the addictions are, whatever can take their mind off of the suffering and the pain that they are feeling and seeing, they tend to go to that. So we want to try and balance this, right? And recognize that what we've got going on there, see it for what it is, and don't go to the darkness, don't go to the false filling. We want to go to the love. We want to go to what is going to enrich us and what is going to fill us, right? We have to now choose. Just like every single day we get to wake up and choose what our words are going to be, we get to choose our path, we get to choose our thinking, we get to choose where we're going to go now. We have chosen to move forward. We're going to go forward in a compassionate, unconditionally loving way, and we are open and to all the good that is in front of us, and we are sending that energy out. So what we're doing is we're surrendering. We are no longer victims. I am not a victim. You are not a victim. We're getting rid of that old blame, that old anger. Remember, there was so much coming up about the need for revenge and anger and unforgiveness. So right now, we want to release that. Wow, sorry, so it was overloaded right then. That's interesting. Yes, it did say that, broadcast interrupted. So That's what has happened with us. We've had our broadcast interrupted. We had an intention that we were going to go in this direction, and maybe our broadcast was interrupted. Something got in the way, and we allowed this feeling of self-pity, this feeling of things aren't going my way, or it's not fair what they did. And there's this thing about wanting to see karma play out. But the thing is about karma, we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to waste our energy because it's keeping us in a place of victimhood. It's keeping us in a place of being stuck. Karma happens on its own. People draw their own karma to themselves, good and bad. So don't waste the energy. Don't spend any more time plotting revenge or wanting to see karma come upon somebody else. Let it go. Everyone gets their karma, us too. So if we focus on the negative, we will draw more of that to ourselves. Remember when I was coming up the side of the mountain and I watched that guy witnessed that rollover? And while I was so, that was amazing to watch. That was unbelievable. And I have to tell you something. A friend talked to me about that. My glasses are getting, they're all smeary. I fed Lily this morning and I got her food all over my shirt. So you'll probably see me going like this. And it got all over my glasses, so they're kind of smeary. But my friend asked me about that rollover, because that was an intense thing to watch, and I know what it meant to me. Actually, it was a message. It happened actually in a metaphysical kind of spiritual way with my twin and I. My friend's just asking me, is a dead lizard a different message than a live lizard? Okay, so a lizard is dream time. Pay attention to your dreams. A lizard also represents lizard. It's like shedding the skin. Same thing as a snake. Rebirth. So a dead lizard means the old has been shed off. So it's a good message. Someone just asked me that. Okay, so while I was going up the mountain and I watched this happen, my girlfriend said, man, I hope he was okay. And I said, you know, how it happened was I saw it before it happened. I swear to God, I watched it and it was like everything went in slow motion. And because I saw this happen 2.5 years ago with my twin and I, and I saw a car flipped over. I saw the exact same thing happen, and it was an emotional thing. So when I watched this in front of me, I saw what was happening from before, and I willed it. I swear, I took my energy, and I watched. And as I went, it was like he caught the edge, right? Because I knew he was going to be okay, because I knew my twin was okay. But it caught him for a loop. He overreacted, he spun out, he caught the edge, and he flipped the car, right? But I watched it, and I literally moved it. I'm an energy mover, and I moved that car. And as he rolled over, I knew he was going to be fine because I was willing that to happen. I told you guys I can do things. I can. And at that time, Spirit was working with me. I know that they were, and I was allowed to help because I felt him as we went together. As he rolled, I went with him. And as he landed, I thought about this later. As he landed upright, I could see the car kind of jostle, and he looked at me and I looked at him. He turned his head and he looked at me like, holy shit. And at first I thought he was like, lady, but no, he was like, I can't believe this just happened. And I knew he was okay. I called 911. I knew he was okay. He was shaken for sure. And he may have had, bruises and stuff, but I know that I was used to help facilitate that. I know for a fact. So we have the ability to move our energy and use our energy and cause things to happen in a positive way. We are able to, and I wouldn't say manipulate circumstances, but it is a type, Spirit says use your energy for the good. You're able to make things happen, use it for the good. So I didn't clearly interfere in his free will. The man wanted to live, right? He didn't need to go flying off the side of that cliff. Do you know, I went past that site on the way back down the hill. If he had not caught the edge and we had not rolled together and come to a stop like that, he would have gone straight down into the canyon. There was nothing there. He was done. So I know that there was intervention that was happening there, and I know I was a part of it. I didn't do it, but I was definitely a part of it. I've done it before. And so at this time, that's why I'm saying we can use our energy our visualization, and you can see us push and dissipate this storm. We can do things like that. So right now, and Neptune is a powerful, powerful force, right? He's the ruler of the sea. Think about how powerful the ocean is, how powerful our emotions are, right? So right now, we need to think about ourselves. We are not flawed. We are not imperfect. We are perfect just the way we are. We need to have self-love in order to allow this love in. God, I feel it so strong. I feel so strong. I'm connecting so strong right now. Right now, Pisces is saying they want you to find the joy. Embrace the happy emotions. Don't focus on the sadness. Don't focus on the destruction. Focus on what we can do to move that and use that energy for us in a positive way. So right now, let's get into nature, right? Let's get into music. Let's get into singing. Let's get into dancing, Sandy. Let's get into dreaming along with our Pisces and using this energy. This is what's happening for the full moon. So I have no idea. There's so many people that are talking right now. So all 11 are taken? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Today, I am using a very, very, very old source. I'm not even going to tell anybody what it is. It's a very special, it's an ancient tarot. And this is really interesting to me because I have always said I don't do tarot. Remember, when I first started doing this, it scared me. I was afraid of tarot because I thought it was connected to the occult and to dark energy, and I didn't want to use it. But I'm being shown that it's just a tool, and it's actually very simple for me because, and I'm learning it, and I'm being forced to learn it. I've been having people say, hey, this is my reading, what do you think of it? And I'm like, I don't know tarot. So I've been made to look at it because I can use them. I can't explain why. I just know that it's going to be something that I'm going to be working with. And so this is a very ancient book that I'm going to be working with, and it's done in the form of tarot. The reason I'm doing 11 was because Spirit gave me that number. Also because this is not going to be just a quick message. This is going to be a full reading. I'll go through it quickly. It's very, very special. You guys are the very first that I'm going to be doing this for. I did it for myself and my twin this morning, and it was really wonderful. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to have you guys, oh, my acorn fell. Remember the acorn man that's coming forward? When I was up in the mountain, I found the downy feather, the downy woodpecker I saw was following me in the trees, and then I walked down and I said, I wonder what gift I'm going to be receiving, and they gave me its feather, which represents me, and right at my feet was a brand new green acorn. Because because the acorn man is on his way. Remember the acorn man? Do you guys remember him? He's the Robin Hood character. So he sits over with my downy woodpecker next to my mermaid, Mookite stone, right here. There's my mermaid. Whoops! Rearranging. I'm just trying to figure out how I can do this so I can do hands-free. Let's see, hold on, hands-free. I'm gonna have to take us off here. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna bring my twin and I both here. He's gonna help us. He's been working with me a lot. God, it was beautiful to see him. You have no idea. It was beautiful to see him in the flesh. Okay. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have myself hold this, and we're going to be facing one another. This is my twin right here, you guys. I'd like to introduce you to him. This is about as close as you're going to get a vision of him. He's very private, but he is, what's interesting, I want to show you something. This is what's really interesting to me. You would look at this and see the darkness, the dark and the light, the yin and the yang. And what's interesting is he is the sun. See the gold on him? And I am the moon. These were my mother's. These are called raku cats. And they were my mother's. Only just a couple of the things that were very special that were not stolen when I lost all of my mother's things. So they represent my twin and I think that's pretty freaking awesome. So you guys, we're looking at him right now, and we're going to adorn him. We're going to adorn him with the tiger eye crystal. There you go, baby. Hold on. Let's give it to him. Let's give him a little... He likes to wear a scarf, my twin. He wears a scarf. He's very stylish. Oh, how can I do this? This is important to me. There we go. All right. Okay, you guys. So, what I need to know... I had to get him dressed. Okay, so who is first? Sandy, tell me who's first. And I'm going to shuffle the cards, and I'm going to get them ready. So please tell me who is first. Please tell me who's first. I know there's a bit of a delay. Oh, I've got to borrow this from you, babe. Just a sec. I want to clear these cards. I've already done it, but I'm going to clear them again. Thank you. Tell me when they're clear. Thank you. Is my babe watching? Is my twin watching this right now? You know what? Even if he's not physically watching, he's remote viewing because he always does. I just want him to watch this. This is important for us. Okay. Gina is first. Okay, Gina. I'm going to put my twin back just a little bit because I need a little bit more room. Okay, so Gina, it's very important. Let's get this message clear. Okay, so Gina, your card is the Three of Wands. Now, you can look at this. I'd like you to get a good look. The Three of Wands. You can just meditate on that card. And I'm just going to give you what Spirit says that you need to know. This is about opportunity. So, speaking about you, you need to become more aware of opportunities that exist right now for you. And there might be more than you're aware of. So, to best see them and take advantage of them, you need to concentrate, cooperate, and remain open-minded with Spirit. Okay? Because right now they're telling me that you're surrounded by opportunities. They're obvious ones and not so obvious ones. Okay? They want you to not expect them to come at a preconceived time. Spirit keeps telling me this as well. Let go of fixed, rigid expectations and time frames. Oh, there's the hummingbird. She came up again. So that means take advantage of opportunities when they come. Look at everything as if it's going to be for the first time that you're looking at it. And then you're going to see the opportunities that are there. They're saying that it's time to advance yourself. It's time to move forward. So what we're going to talk about next is what's blocking you. Okay? So I'm kind of like, I'm not quite certain what I want you to do. I think I'm going to have you look at the crystals. Maybe there's something here that's going to give you some information. Let me move. Whoops. Sorry. Because this is important stuff here. All of this is very important. All of these things that are on my station are very, very important messages. Okay. So if there's something here that you see that works for you or that gives you a message, Lord, I'm knocking things over as I go. Okay. So they're talking about what blocks you. So what blocks you is maybe the opportunities, the lack of them that you're seeing, right? They want you to choose one that speaks to your head and to your heart. And if there's not a lot that you see in front of you, then it's about you creating the opportunity, okay? You might be missing an opportunity that's right in front of you. Gosh, I don't know what you should look at. If you should look at me or them or what. I don't know what to do. Maybe you should just be focusing on this. I think that's what you're supposed to do. I think you're just supposed to kind of meditate and listen as I speak. I think that's what we'll do. So the foundation. So crucial to your foundation is the ability to cooperate and concentrate. So cooperate and concentrate. So working as part of a team while you're staying open to opportunities in whatever time or place or form that it shows up. It's about sowing the seeds of success for you right now. And they want you to use all of the resources at your disposal. They're talking about what's in the past. In the past, opportunities came to you in a lot of different ways. And if you were open to them, you were able to profit from them. If you refused to see the ones that came in kind of unusual ways, then you were wasting your time. So they want you to be open-minded now so that you don't miss out again, because we always get another opportunity, right? If we don't see something the first time, it comes back around and we get another opportunity. So they're asking you right now, just keep your eyes open. So they're saying, what's before you? Soon you're going to become aware of at least one good opportunity, a very good opportunity. And it's not going to come probably in the form that you expect, but if you're alert and you're open-minded and you're willing to cooperate, you'll get your wish. You're going to be, wow, there's a time of spending with a great playmate, maybe a soulmate that's drawing near. They want you to present yourself as one that's waiting to be properly exploited. Now think of those words. Exploitation, we often don't think of it in a positive way, but you want to be exploited in this way. This is something that you want to be taken advantage of for your skills and your gifts, okay? So this is proper exploitation. I find that interesting. So then right now, they want you to show that you're creative, inventive, that you're open-minded. They want you to have childlike openness and yet be practical. Cooperate, of course. Team player we got, right? Show that it's possible for you to make a good friend. That's part of it. So show all of your qualities that you have, okay? Right now, the way others are viewing you is they see you as an opportunity that is waiting to be properly exploited. I think that's funny. They see that you're ready, right? You seem creative, you seem inventive, you seem open-minded. You are exhibiting this childlike, this is what we're doing. We're visualizing this, right? This is how they see you. So if this is what others are looking at and seeing in you, you need to emulate this, right? This open childlike quality, willingness, excitement, I'm ready and willing, here I am, use me for my gifts. I am a good friend, I'm a great person. These are all the things that you need to be working on. So they're talking about now your hopes and your fears. You hope that there is a new and exciting opportunity that's going to come into your life and work out well. But you fear that it might not happen. So what do you have to do? You let go of the fear. You see it that it's there, there's the fear, but I'm not going to embrace that, right? I'm going to let go of that because I'm going to put forward a positive I'm going to put a positive energy and a positive spin on things. They want you to embrace the unknown, not to be afraid, because that's where the opportunities are coming from the unknown. They're coming from the darkness. They're coming from the mystery. So, and it might be that you fear this. It might be that you're worried about a friend, so you need to release. Tonight's the full moon. So the outcome of this, if you're able to work with this energy and do what Spirit is telling you, is that you will become aware of at least one really good opportunity. And as I said, it may not come in the form that you expect, but if you're open, you're willing, you're alert, you're ready, you're being a team player, you're ready to cooperate, then you're going to get your wish. And as they said, that chance to be with a soulmate, a playmate, a partner, a friend, may already be here. So that's your message. I love that. That's an awesome message. Okay, next. Who's next? Show me who's next while I shuffle the cards. Hi, Donna. I haven't talked to Donna in such a long time. This isn't Tiger's Eye. This is Tiger Iron, actually, the crystal around my twin. Amethyst, Schwarzkopf crystals, and Tiger Iron. It's one of the stones that I needed, so clearly he needs it too. So who's next? Oh, sorry. You're very, very welcome. Who's next, please, Sandy? Where did my secretary go? I think I've lost her. Sandy second. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. This is amazing. Amazing. Especially because what we're talking about and what's happening tonight, you have the moon. Wow. Okay, powerful, powerful. So the moon, let's see, what does the moon have to tell you? So it talks about a night journey. Okay? Now, you need to go on without a clear picture of where you're at. So you need to move forward. So things aren't always crystal clear, right? They're not always about where you are or where you have. So this is you. Go on without a clear picture of where you're going or where you've been. You don't have to fear the unknown. They're telling you to use your intuition and your faith in yourself. They're telling you that there are clearly benevolent forces that are there to help you. They're telling you that right now there's darkness that surrounds you, because that's what happens with the moon, okay? It makes it hard to separate what's illusion and what's reality. So the path that you're meant to go might seem frightening, but they want you to trust your intuition. Clearly, that's the moon energy. They don't want you to go by what other people say, experts, people that call themselves experts. We don't want you to listen to them. They don't want you to listen to other rumors from other people. You need to act as though you've got your spiritual team right next to you, because they are, right? So they're telling me what blocks you. So what is it that blocks you? The fear or the darkness or the confusion might block you. So again, to separate illusion from reality, it might be hard for you to do. It might feel impractical at times. It might feel impossible. So with trusting in your intuition and in your faith in yourself, and as well as your faith in spirit to bring you through this, you can make it through this journey. Sorry, it keeps interrupting us. I hope it doesn't cut us off completely. Let's ask that we continue this moving forward, because I would like this to be one full reading. So the foundation they're speaking about, you're crucial to your situation is actually moving forward without knowing exactly where you stand. The path might seem, like I said, twisty, turny, not quite clear, right? But if you can stay calm, stay centered in your faith, stay centered in your intuition, and the fact that you're lining up with your team. Why is that happening now? There. You know what? Maybe it's coming from the other side. Hold on. It bugs me. Oh, my twin's talking to me right now. Bubbly by Colby Calais. Do you know that song? I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So it wasn't here that was lighting it up. It was the other, right? Okay. So what's behind you? They're talking about what's behind you. What's behind you is that darkness, that confusion. That's passing. That's what's happening with this full moon, right? So the effect of it right now may not be apparent. It may not be apparent at this time on the full effect of how this is impacted your life. So again, faith, trust, and intuition, they're invaluable to you right now. You're better because of it. And they're saying that when you need outside help, reach for the nurturing, because the moon is the nurturing energy, the feminine energy, right? So reach out for a friend that has that nurturing energy. They're saying it would be good for you to have belief. Your mind has a lot more to do with things than people give it credit for. And so they're saying it's good to believe that you can navigate your way through any darkness or any confusion. They want you to visualize. So what you want to visualize is so say we have a full moon tonight and it's not clear, it's cloudy, right? You still know it's there, right? So what you're doing is you're going to move that energy. You're going to take those clouds and you're going to push away the darkness to show you the way, so the moon can light up the way. So now what's happening is before you may soon encounter a bit of confusion or darkness. It's coming, okay? There might be something coming. You're going to be challenged to move forward without seeing the clear path in front of you. All will be kind of blending together, the past, the present, and future. It's kind of going to be, and again, what they want you to do is lean on your faith, on your guides, on your intuition to lead you to safety. And they want you at this time, specifically at this time, because of the full moon, get in touch with your dreams. Now, go back after we finish this and listen to this reading again about what I spoke to about the dreams and how we can work with this energy, okay? They want you to present yourself as someone on this journey. You're on a journey. You're going from the darkness to the light. I see myself on this path. I'm going from fear to faith. I'm releasing the fear and the confusion. I'm moving into clarity. The moon is lighting it up for me. That's what I'm visualizing. You might find yourself being a bit moody at this time. You might be feeling a bit lonely at times or a little bit scared of certain things, because what's going on is this is a testing. It's a testing period for you. This is a bit of the dark night of the soul, okay? So others may look at you and view you as a little bit moody at this time. These are the ones that only see the surface. They might look at you and see that you feel lonely or frightened or a little bit confused at times, but the wise ones don't see that. The wise ones see that you are finding your way through this dark night of the soul. You're on their journey. We get that, right? So your hopes and fears, you hope that the fear and confusion will end soon, right? But you sometimes doubt maybe that your strength and trust and isn't enough to hold you together. So what they're saying is clearly Spirit speaks to us through our dreams and our intuition. And they don't want you to be afraid of strangers. They don't want you, remember what we talked about yesterday? You posted something. Remember I said something about the people watching us? And you said, this is how I feel. And you brought up that song, Somebody's Always Watching Me. And so this is what you want to release. You don't want to be worried about who's in the dark or who's watching you. Like I said, I know people are watching me. I know that my twin is watching me. I see him watching me. But I also know that my spiritual team is watching me. So I prefer to say, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm sending out unconditional love into the world. So the forces that are watching me, they can watch me all they want. And I hope they learn something. Because I know that my team is watching me 100% and they've got my back. So that's what Spirit wants you to do. The outcome of this is you may encounter darkness and confusion, which is what you were talking about. You're going to be challenged. You're going to be challenged. This is your test to move forward. And it's going to depend on your faith, your intuition, and for Spirit and your team to guide you gently home. Right? So right now, the most important thing for you at this time is get in touch with your dreams, your daydreams, your night dreams. Pay attention to what they're saying to you. That's your message. I thought that was really cool. I like that. Because we all are going through this testing period, right? So many of us are going through it. I certainly have been. I'm using Lily's crystal. Remember my petrified wood that told me my faith would pay off? I'm so excited that I have this petrified wood. So I have this petrified wood and I've got this amethyst prism and it's what's holding up my my pages and all my stuff here as I talk to you guys. The tears are flowing right down your face right now. Aw, see, you've got a loving soul family all around you. The emotions are good. The release is great. It's good to release those emotions. Never fear crying. I cry in front of you guys all the time, right? All the time. I've got people all over the world watching me cry. Okay. Wipe your tears, Sandy, and show me who's next. You're very welcome. Brianna? Okay. Brianna. Whoops, let's put this in here. For Brianna, what is it that's important for her to know? Okay, the Ace of Hearts. Whoop. Ace of Hearts. This is pretty. You know what's interesting about this one? I gotta talk to you about this one. Hold on a second. I find this interesting. Last night, I don't know if you guys saw the message to dream on. I did it quite late because my phone has been doing weird things. Just like we keep getting rebooted and it's Mercury. Mercury is playing havoc with us. So what's going on is last night in sexuality, what was one of the cards, right? We had the fairy king that was coming forward, the romantic partner that was coming, the soulmate, and then we had family harmony, and then we had sexuality. And remember, the woman was sitting there and she was holding on to the cistern, right? She had the cistern, and I thought, I wonder what that means. Spirit always knows what's going to come and what I'm going to be seeing. I love how they work with me. I freaking love it. Because look at this message. There's the cistern with the heart coming out of it. The big heart and the rose. So Ace of Hearts. This is about love. So for you, you need to experience the feeling of a new love, or of the giving and receiving of unconditional love. You need to experience this. Meditate on these colors. Look at the blue. Remember, I was saying how we need to visualize the green healing energy from our heart chakra coming forward, but also blue light. And I kept saying, why does Spirit keep showing me blue? Well, here we see it again. So you need to experience this giving and receiving of unconditional love. They want you to give and accept it on a new level. So they're asking you to open your heart to these emotions. They're asking you to allow these energies to come in and move you in ways that maybe you haven't allowed to move you before. The way you are, who we are and what we send out brings it back to us, right? That magnifies and sends it back into us. I'm trying to move things around here. They're kind of, everything's all over the place here. So what may block you is love or the lack of it, or a block of progress you may be feeling. Unconditional love is not always what we think it's going to be. You know, focusing on love when you need to do work causes problems. So there's a block. So if there's work that needs to be done, and you're in this dreamlike state of romance when you've got work to be done, that's going to be a problem. It's wasting your time. So a lack of love makes life feel, at the same time, it makes life feel meaningless, because we want this, we love this, we need this in our lives, right? What they're saying is maybe a lover may not be appropriate for you at this time. Right now, there's other work that needs to be done. They're saying right now your foundation needs to be worked on. So what they're giving you is, your situation is your ability to give and receive love unconditionally and to know joy. They want you to find ways to recapture the feelings of love, find ways to experience it in different ways. They want you to use the energy like, you know how that, like new love, when you're first in a relationship, or you have that special kind of exciting, what is it? That just a new love, that kind of, that energy. They want you to recognize that it's about dealing with others' needs right now. In the past, what's behind you is unconditional love. You had this unconditional love, or you had this feeling of love that was in your life. You know that feeling, and true love endures, and it matures, and it grows, and so the energy is there. And what's going on is, if it's not nurtured, then it wanes, right? It stagnates, and then it starts to die. So an influence of a past love, there may have been a past love that's affected your life, and that is going away. It would be good to know the unconditional love and expect a new love to come into your life. Like as I said, I remember I told you I was dealing with the two energies in my dreams, and I had the false twin, the one that was connected to. I saw his energy there, and he was like, oh, you know, I know she's gonna feel really bad because, you know, I'm not, you know, really gonna be available. And I was like, dude, I'm done, right? So that's what's going on. They're showing that at this time, that energy needs to be released, and they want you to look forward to bring in the new energy. Visualize that. They want you to, like this, visualize your heart sprouting wings. You're ready to fly. You're ready to go for this, right? You're flying high now. You're moving into the arms of one who truly loves you. That's the energy, and you're going to allow that love to pull you in, to draw you in. So what they're saying is, you may encounter this love, this new love soon in your life. You might have the chance of experiencing and giving this unconditional love with an open heart. They're telling you to be open to a pleasant surprise. They want you to present yourself as somebody who is willing to give and receive unconditionally, because if we need to have that energy going out in the universe, and it comes in many different ways. I did a reading for somebody. It was a reading, and I did it because the person has been very generous to me. They asked me a question, and so I did this full reading, and I sent it to them. I wake up this morning, and the person made a donation on my page. I didn't expect that. But I gave unconditionally, and I received unconditionally. It was a beautiful exchange, because she got a full reading, and I got compensated for it, but it was given unconditionally, and then it drew it back in. So they want you to present yourself in that manner. They want you to present yourself with and use this energy of the moon, the full moon, to wash over you, wash out, just like Sandy. Release all of this other stuff from the past. Release that, and allow the nurturing, loving energy of the moon to fill you. This compassionate, the energy, that compassion is what I keep getting, to fill you, because everyone loves a lover, right? The people that people want to be around are happy people, are people that are loving and generous. They don't want to be around moody, argumentative, down, depressed individuals, right? So others look at you, they look at you as somebody who is able to give and receive love unconditionally. That's how they see you. So there's one who sees you as a lover. Most people see you as a compassionate person. So some may seem that you might be a bit of a soft touch. So maybe the ones that are wanting to take advantage might think that you're a pushover. So they might try and take advantage of you. So be careful, be wise, right? You're open. You're not gonna put a wall up. You're not gonna freak out. You're not gonna be looking for somebody to come get you. But you're gonna be using your head. When people exhibit signs of being energy vampires or expecting from you and not giving back, you're gonna pull back. You're gonna recognize your self-worth, and you're gonna say, sorry, you know, I'm open to giving and receiving love, but I'm not here to be you're not going to be a vacuum sucking up my energy and giving nothing back. So that's your self-worth that's going to come to the fore. So your hopes and fears are that you would love to give and receive love unconditionally, right? But you fear that you may not have that happen. But the opportunity comes to all of us. And it's not a weakness to be unconditionally loving and open. What would love do? What would love say? That's what I always say. And I have battled, right? I've done that battle with standing firm and being... standing in my self-worth and, and not throwing my pearls before swine, and yet at the same time recognizing that, you know what, sometimes people come across angry and not very kind, but it's coming from a place of brokenness or a place of fear. And so if we can actually see this person as doing the best that they can, we don't have to share in their energy, we don't have to keep in a negative atmosphere, but if we continually just kind of send out unconditional love, that's what we will draw back to us. Don't fear not having a lover, and don't fear the capacity of being a lover. They're telling you that they show you have the possibility for this love energy to come into you right now. You might have the chance to experience this giving and receiving, and they're saying be open. So at the beginning, now you watched how this went through. It was a series, right? It was a series of it. First, you may not be ready because you've got work you need to do. So pay attention to what I'm saying. It's not a contradiction. It's a process, right? And if you do all of these things, then the outcome is, bam, you've got that in front of you. So that's your message. That was a pretty cool message. Like that. So what are you saying? It's resonating. Okay. I think that these messages are going to be resonating for a lot of people. All right. So Sandy, hi Andy. Who's next, please? Please show me who's next. Oops, I got to shuffle this one in. Okay, I keep getting a message, and the person is saying to me, I want to be the one you talk about in all of your stories. I watch you and I listen to you, and I want to be that one. And I got to tell you that the one with the blue eyes and the Pisces, he is the one in all of my stories. So if there's any confusion to that, let me just clarify right now. You are the one in all of my stories. You are the one I speak about. Don't think that there's any doubt, but I just want you to understand that. You are the one. I remain open to whatever is in my highest good, but in my heart of hearts, it is my Pisces. Okay. You're very welcome. L.A. Hamilton. All right. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Okay. So let me see. Two of Swords. So swords are, I'm learning the tarot, right? Swords are about balance because there's two. So finding balance. So take a look at, let's bring you forward, that you get a good look at your Two of Swords. This is you, okay? So you need to take a break of the usual way of looking at things, seeing things, doing things. They want you to consider alternative ideas and viewpoints. Rest and relaxation right now for you are very important. You can see that she's resting. How interesting. This feather that she's holding looks to me like a fish. That's interesting. Pisces moon wrapped around her. What's surrounded you right now is an air of balance, diplomacy and compromise, okay? So it's about taking a rest from the usual ways of thinking, seeing, and doing. Avoid procrastination to avoid any stalemates, and they want you to take all viewpoints into consideration. So failing to take time out can block progress. Taking too much time out can block progress. So this is the balance that they want you to find, right? Maybe a break has turned into procrastination or stalemate. So be sure to get enough rest, but don't get stuck in that place. Don't get stuck in that not moving forward place. You've got to find this balance, okay? So crucial to the situation is, we're going to emphasize this again and again. This is how this way of reading works. You're going to take a break from the usual ways of seeing, doing, thinking things, okay? This is thinking outside the box time. Using diplomacy and compromise, like it doesn't have to be all your way. This is talking about being a team player. This is needed right now, right? That is what is is needed to find a balance and harmony, right? In the past, the balance or the lack of it, whatever happened in the past affects this situation now. It was important in the past that you took a break, and you did possibly step back and took a break of the way things were done, and compromise and diplomacy was what was needed to bring this forward. Okay, so right now they're saying it would be good. Clearly, you're like on a seesaw. Remember the seesaws? God, I love those things when I was a kid. So you're gonna find balance. You're gonna visualize yourself walking a tightrope. Okay, so visualize. Here I am. I've got that, that pole that they walk with. So you're gonna walk with that pole, and you're gonna achieve this balance by exhibiting moderation, contentment, and harmony. Think of that energy is what's balancing you out as you walk. Okay, so what's in front of you is soon you're gonna step away from this usual way of looking at things, and you are gonna rest and reconsider. So this is like meditation time. You're gonna step back, and you're gonna be taking this time to enjoy yourself. You recognize that you can achieve what you need using balance, using this feeling of contentment. I feel this right here in my solar plexus and in my heart. Do you feel it? And this harmony, this feeling. You're gonna use that. That is what's. I'm looking at my picture that I drew. That's where you're gonna go. This is my place of peace. When I go to the mountain, there's my osprey. Look at this body of water. I keep seeing myself here. So nature brings us peace. The body of water is our emotions. The sun is the divine masculine forward movement shining down on us. The osprey is our animal messengers coming to help us. I felt very, very safe, even though there was nobody around. Everything is in bloom. It's beautiful, right? That's the place. That's how you're going to go through your life. I see that everywhere I go. I see that in my dreams, everywhere. So visualize yourself in a place where you can take a vacation. Visualize, where is it for you? That's my place. Where is it for you? You're soon going to find yourself in a place like that. That's what's in front of you. Diplomacy, compromise. You're going to be avoiding procrastination. You're going to be avoiding a stalemate. You're going to be moving forward. You need to take this vacation in order to find this spot. Okay? They want you to present yourself this way. I am now thinking, seeing, and looking outside of the box. I'm acting outside of the box. I am looking at alternative viewpoints. I'm considering different ideas. I am being very diplomatic in my actions, my interactions with others. I have a willingness inside of me to compromise. Absolutely. It doesn't have to be that. This is what I would love, but whatever is in my highest good, I'm willing to compromise with whatever is in my highest good and the good of others, right? This is the team player. They want you to seek this balance and harmony. They want you to make sure that you're getting enough downtime because they don't want you to push yourself, right? So others are looking at you. So how do others look at you? I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you seeing this. I'm looking at you looking outside of the box. I say you have the ability to do this. That's what this means when they say others see you. That's like spirit talking, right? They see you, that you seem diplomatic, that you're ready to compromise. Some may feel that you're timid. Some may feel that you're being lazy. Some may feel that you're procrastinating. So are any of these things true? Is this something that we need to look at, or is this something we just toss aside? You may feel that you're worried about finding this balance, this harmony. You may feel that you may not be able to do it. Maybe you feel like you're giving up more than you're gaining. Or you might feel that maybe you're struggling that if I compromise too much, it'll look like I'm weak, right? So the outcome is, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to think about things outside the box. I'm going to look at things outside the box. I'm going to accept things coming to me from other people's ideas because they're going to come to you. I'm gonna look at their viewpoint. Okay, I'm gonna look at it. Maybe that's not the way I've done things, but okay, I'll take a look at that. What else would you suggest? This is what they're suggesting: diplomacy, compromise, try and achieve a balance in this. Okay, don't be afraid. So you said that. So now you said, I have been afraid. So what you're going to do is you're not going to be afraid. You are going to use diplomacy, sugar your words, right? Sugar and honey gets a lot more than vinegar, right? So even in the situation that I know that you're in, you have to work at a compromise, but don't stalemate. Don't get to this place of stagnation, right? You know that you got to move forward. We've talked about this already. So take this break time to figure this out. This is what's going to happen, and you're going to do it. That's your message. Next, please, number 5. Who shall you be? Who shall you be? Oh, sorry, babe. I knocked your scarf off. There, babe. Okay. You're very welcome. Tracy? All right. Tracy. Tracy. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. Okay. Interesting. I saw my twin here 2.5 years ago. So the Hanged Man, introspection, the Hanged Man, I got to remember to plug my phone in so we don't, it's kind of like you're being suspended in the air, right? So suspended animation, So at this time, you see this person swinging. Whoops, sorry, I dropped it. So you see this person swinging. You need to get in touch with why you feel restricted or stuck. This comes sometimes when you feel like you've reached a plateau, right? You're not moving forward. So this is the way that Hanged Man is right now. Oops, I'm showing you up. Now that's interesting. I showed it to you upside down. Here it is this way. This is how the Hanged Man is. So what you need to do is look at things from a different perspective. Woo, flying free, right? Instead of hanging upside down. You're not being punished unjustly. Everything happens for a reason. You might be surrounded by a feeling of suspension, of forces that are restricting your move. Like me, I've been telling you guys how I've been feeling like I'm a racehorse and I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. What's holding me back? What's holding me back, right? So they want you to, instead of being this hangman, they want you to hang up the other way and see things from a different perspective. They're telling you that this suspension, this hanging, this thought of hanging upside down, that's what's blocking you. It could be a feeling of enforced suspension outside of yourself. There's something that's preventing you from moving forward freely in the manner that you wish. Maybe you can't go forward until you've looked back, and you have to look at a different perspective. So right now, you're hanging here because you got to look at it. You got to go back. I kept getting that from Spirit. Go back, and I thought, what are you talking about? Go back. That's what you need to do. You need to go look at things from a different perspective. Crucial to the situation is seeing the value of being limited. There is a value when we get to this place. I was talking about climbing up the Eiffel Tower. Remember, I've told you that Spirit kept showing me the Eiffel Tower. They've been showing me that forever. And I feel like we are the Eiffel Tower. This is a receptor. Do you know that this is an antenna to the universe? And it's very strong. And try and topple the Eiffel Tower. They're strong as hell. But if you're trying to climb up the Eiffel Tower, you go around and round and round. And like the Statue of Liberty, the same thing, right? You're going around and around. But you're not going to keep climbing and climbing because you're exhausted. So you come to a place up here. See the plateau where the diamonds are? There's a plateau here. There's a plateau there. You keep going around, but then you reach this plateau. Now, when you get to this plateau, it stays in the same spot. Now, does that mean you're going backwards? No. You're just getting a bit of a break because you need to think. You need to rest. So that's what's going on right now. They're telling you, see the value of being limited right now, of waiting, and if you learn from this, you're going to prosper. If you struggle about it, you're going to lose. So they want you to kind of like, talking about suspension, suspend your ordinary belief system right now. Suspend those beliefs. You're coming out of a time where you felt restricted. Maybe you felt like a martyr. I have. And the normal ways of doing things were suspended. Like why was I suspended, right? Maybe you've had to sacrifice for a higher purpose. I know that I have as well. And the time that you have gained, what you've gained by these plateaus, what you've learned in that time is of great value. So it's going to be good to learn the value of ordinary life and of things staying as they are for right now, as they stay put. Yesterday I took Lily out for a walk on her harness. Remember, we went to the park, and I said she wants to go. She keeps wanting to go somewhere else other than where we are, like me. So, but I'm not able to go right now. So there's a value at being here right now. You've got to figure out what your value is. And recognize that this new point of view is what's going to set you free. So soon you're going to feel maybe like you're in suspended animation. Maybe you're going to get this feeling. Maybe you're not there yet. Maybe you're going to get that about something. And this is when you're going to look at things from a different perspective. And you're going to see the value of hanging around. I have had to hang around here. I will soon realize why Spirit has made me hang around. You're going to see that value. And you're going to recognize that you weren't punished. What feels like an injustice is actually a blessing. So they want you to present yourself as someone who may have to wait physically, mentally, or spiritually. They want you to show yourself, present yourself as someone who is willing to sacrifice for a worthy cause, and recognize that you have the ability to see yourself suspended between action and animation, action and non-action, right? Animation and non-animation. Spirit sees you as being able to do this. Spirit sees you, maybe some people feel that you are unable to move. I've gotten that. People have said to me, oh, you're afraid to move forward. You're holding on to the past. No, they have no clue about what's going on. I'm not afraid to move. Of anyone, I'm not afraid to move, believe me. Some feel that you're trapped by your own needs and your desires. Others may see you bound over by forces you can't control. You might seem to feel like you're up in the air about something, right? Because that's the struggle between, well, what is truly going on? Is that what I feel, or is that reality? What those people think and my doubts and fears, is that reality? You hope to take some time out from your life so that you can see things from a different perspective, but you feel like no matter what I do, I'm going to be stuck. I'm going to be stuck here. I'm going to be restricted, maybe by what you say or what you do. Maybe the fear, you fear being trapped. You fear being stuck. Maybe you fear heights. Do you have a fear of heights? I do. I do kind of. I like to climb up, but when I start looking down, it freaks me out. So it's like I love to climb, but once you get up there and you look back, it's like, holy shit, right? So think about that, what that would mean metaphysically. Oh, crumb. I gotta plug this in, dang it. My phone's gonna die. It's not gonna die. So the outcome is you may get to a place where you're in this suspended animated place. You've got to see things from a higher perspective. You have to recognize that the delay, if there is a delay, it's beyond your control. It's not something you control. You're not being punished. They want you to change your perspective from hanging to, all right, while I'm here, I'm going to enjoy myself. Remember I said with Lily and I when we went on our walk, I don't know if you watched the video, but I videotaped Lily and I said, all right, well, while we're here, we're going to explore. We're going to look around and see what we can look at, right? What do I have to learn? And then I saw the sunflower, which gave us a message. I saw a flight of doves. I was given this heart, right? Which is also talking about the power of 3 in your life. I don't know what they're saying right now. Okay, so, oh, that's how you get? Okay. So recognize that you're not being unjustly punished. This is a blessing in disguise. And you're going to do what me and Lily are doing. You know, me, Liger, and Lily. Here's my boy. He's taking time to take care of himself, right? He's grooming himself. So that means you. Self-care, self-groom. Look how beautiful he is. Hi, baby. You want to say hi to everyone? That's my beautiful boy, taking care of himself, right? And then Lily, she's getting better. So she's healing. So while we're in this place of stasis, it's about self-care. It's about doing what we can to lift our energy. I'm so excited with this reading. Can you feel the energy coming off of me? I feel like I'm on fire. I feel fantastic with this full moon. I don't feel sad and depressed. I feel excited. I feel wonderful movement. That was your reading, by the way. Okay, so who's next? Who's next? I'm going to put you down for a second as I shuffle. Isn't he beautiful? He is beautiful. I vacillate between, this morning, I vacillate between who's Lily and who's Liger. And I got to tell you, it's like an even split, I swear to God, because I look at Liger and I call him Mama's boy. He's my boy. He's always with me. He's strong. He's protective, and he's always with me. He sleeps with me. So that is my twin. And yet I look at Lily and I see aspects of her that's him. But Lily's the adventurer, and she's not feeling well right now. She's got to get herself stronger. So that would be me, right? But then I see aspects of him too. So I look at these two cats, and because we are mirrors of one another, I see them both as representations of me. You feel positive? Right on. So Megan, Megna is 6. Oh, you've never been on one of our live readings. Okay, so 6. 4 of Wands. It's a good thing I got a reading last night, right? Or this morning when I woke up, because it's going to take up a lot of time doing this. Okay, so let's see. Oh, hold on. You look at that. Sorry, I forgot to let you look at it. So take a look at this. You know, this is interesting because this looks like the colors that you have in your profile picture. So it's the 4 of Wands. And I know the picture isn't large, but you're just supposed to pull the energy from that. And what's going on with the 4 of Wands is it talks about completion. Okay? So let me plug us back in. Gonna plug us back in. Ooh, I love the air of completion to be around me. Thank you very much. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so the air of completion. You need to ceremoniously acknowledge and celebrate. This is the full moon. Celebrate the completion of an important action or of a cause. Some part of your life that you are now releasing. You have completed this and you need to give yourself a pat on the back. Ceremony tonight. Okay, you guys, full moon release. What do? We write down all the things that we're wanting to let go of, the things that no longer are in our highest good, everything that we're willing to release. We write it down, we go underneath the full moon, and we ceremoniously light it on fire. And as the fire goes up, the smoke goes up, and everything burns up, the ash, we send it up to spirit and we ask that it all be taken away, and also all of that negative energy, thought, feeling, whatever that is that we're releasing, be transmuted back into pure white light. Okay, and we thank the moon. So there's the ceremony that you can take place in tonight. They want you to give thanks for all of the support that you have in friendships and the good things in your life. They want you to enjoy mutual support of us, of each other and other people, of another. They want you to feel complete. They want you to feel this completeness inside of you, okay? You're surrounded right now by harmony. I love that word. It's my favorite word. So you're surrounded by harmony and support. We are all supporting you. They talk about proven partners in your life that provide a benefit to you. There's a feeling of celebration, of achievement, of optimism for you, surrounded by the happiness that you want. So what they're saying is there's something that needs to be closed. There's a deal that needs to close. Interesting. A deal that needs to be closed before you're able to celebrate. So if you focus too much on the end result, you're going to get stuck in the process. So you don't want to get stuck in the process. So I know what this is talking about for you. So they want you to, the old relationship problems may arise, right? And they're going to come to the surface. So crucial to this situation is your commitment to bring things to a conclusion. They're going to try and come back around again. So bring things to a conclusion. Be supportive. Nurture harmonious relationships. Relationships that are harmoniously nurturing to you, right? Be supportive. Be optimistic. Be grateful. Make a strong foundation. You have to have a foundation of friendship, a foundation, and you stay with who's proven to be your friend, who's proven to be your proven partner. That's where you stay. What's behind you? You saw the results. In the past, you have seen results in your life of being committed and bringing things to a completion, right? You've done this before in other ways. If you have avoided obligating yourself to certain things, then you wasted your time. They want you to nurture harmonious relationships at this time, and you're going to benefit in the future. It would be good to celebrate and give thanks ahead of time for your good fortune. They want you to visualize, oh, this is amazing. They want you to visualize a rainbow, and they want you to visualize a bluebird, which was the bird that came to us in our weekly reading. We had a flock of them. They came all around me, and they're singing and they're celebrating a song of thankfulness to the world. It's a reward for a job well done. They want you to reach out and grab and partake of life's sweetness, like the hummingbird came and partook of the nectar that was there for her. They're telling you that you will soon enjoy the satisfaction and the completion of an important course of action. We know what this is regarding. I know your hard work's going to pay off. Your proven partners are going to come through for you. There should be appropriate tokens of affection exchanged in honor for what has been achieved. They're showing me that an important date is coming. They want you to present yourself thankful, calm, secure, one who is able to close your deal, fulfill your obligations, and bring things to a completion. They want you to show that you have learned how to be mutually loving mutually and be in a mutually supportive situation, relationship, because that may have not been in the past. So you have learned this. You have this ability now. Others are looking at you. They see you as thankful. They see you as a calm, tranquil, serene person who is able to close a deal, who is able to fulfill your obligations, and who is able to bring things to a completion. That's how you're seen, right? They see that you are learning how to have a mutually supportive relationship. That is how you're seen. So your hopes, you hope that what you have done, the work that you have put in, has built a strong foundation, one that you can finally celebrate, but you fear that maybe you're being too optimistic. You might fear commitment. Maybe you're afraid of commitment. Maybe you're actually afraid of the closure. Or you might be afraid of growing old with someone. What is that fear? Look at that fear and recognize that it's a lie, because you are going to enjoy the satisfaction and this completion of this project or this part of your life. Your hard work is going to pay off, and this proven partner is going to come through for you. There will be appropriate tokens exchanged. You're going to exchange appreciation with one another. And this date is fast approaching. That's your message. Wow, that got my heart going big time. Okay, whoops, you're looking at my twin's ass. I mean my ass. Sorry, there's my twin. All right, who's next? I don't know. Sandy is the secretary, so is Mohawk coming up? Can you tell her what number she is? Can you tell me what number Mohawk is? She's concerned that her internet's cutting out. Lisa is 7. Can you tell me when Mohawk is? Is she on the list? I understand that, but I'm asking about Mohawk. Thank you. Can you tell me what number Mohawk is? Because she's concerned that she's going to lose her internet, the connection. She's 10. So I'm going to, Lisa, I'm going to give this one to Mohawk because she's about to lose her connection, okay? And then we'll flip back to you. All right? Sorry. So right now we're doing Mohawk. Whoa, her card flew out. So it flew out is the 3 of Hearts. Okay. So this is for Mohawk because her internet's going down. So we're going to be, we're making room for her. So the 3 of Hearts, let's see. I'm learning about, as I said, the whole tarot system. I love this way of reading. I remembered, I thought of this. It came up in the middle of the night. This was my message, and I don't even remember how it came to me. But I thought, oh my gosh, I remember. I've got this ancient book. Okay, so Mohawk. Mohawk, are you Cherokee? No, you're Mohawk. What a stupid thing to say. That's the goofball in me. Jeez. So Naiwen says thank you. That's so cool. I love that. I want to know how to say thank you in Cherokee. My twin is Cherokee. Okay. So yes. Okay. So the 3 of Hearts. So here you are dancing around with the 3 of Hearts. And I know I'm a goofball. 3 of Hearts. So it's celebration. Yay! So you need to feel filled with gratitude for all of life's gifts, whatever they are, right? Pay attention to the quality of your food. Remember, did you guys see me posting my food last night? Oh my gosh, I got excited about that sandwich. It was the bomb. So pay attention to the quality and the type of food that you ingest. Everything that we take in, spiritually and physically, is important. It needs to be pleasing, right? So pay attention to it. This is a time when enjoying yourself is as important as is for working hard, okay? Balance, right? So what surrounds you? You're surrounded by supportive friends, right? Clearly your friends are stepping up right now and saying, go ahead, you can go ahead of us, right? Even though you were several behind her. Yanwan. Very cool. Yes, Lisa will be 10. Okay. No, can Lisa not be next? Oh, that'll mess everything up. Okay, sorry, Lisa will be 10. So they're saying that people and events may remind you to be grateful. Maybe you're going to be reminded to be grateful for the gifts that life has given you. So pay attention to what others are going through. You're being called to join in this dance. You're dancing around. So what might block you is you might be doing a little bit too much celebrating. Are you doing that? Moderation. They're telling you balance, okay? Moderation and showing too little gratitude can be a block. A party person might be a problem. So maybe there was partying going on, so they're telling you balance. Your foundation is crucial is your ability to feel grateful for all of the little things and celebrate with the ones you care about. Being able to share with others is very vital. They want you to find a special place to celebrate. So hold a celebration, a special celebration. In the past, you had the opportunity to show gratitude for the gifts that you were given and for the people that you cared about. And if you did not take the opportunity to show that, you wasted your time. So show that gratitude now for others. Make some time to have some fun. It would be good to celebrate with the ones you care about, the ones that matter most to you. They want you to visualize yourself becoming richer by sharing in and expressing these feelings of gratitude and the treasures in front of you. They're saying they want you maybe to have a party or have somebody over. Wow, that's a trip. I haven't had a party and I can't even remember how long. So they're saying soon there's going to be a reason for celebration in front of you, and you're going to be able to celebrate with friends. And they talk about sharing gifts. There's a reason. There could be something to celebrate. Sharing faith, sharing hope. It's going to lighten everybody. They're telling you they want you to present yourself as somebody that has got this feeling inside of you, this willingness and wanting to celebrate with the ones that you care about. They want you to be a living example of faith, hope, and charity to other people. They don't want you to be so serious, so somber. Others see you, Spirit, others see you feeling filled with gratitude for life's gifts and wanting to celebrate with the ones around you. Most see you try to balance your life with your work and your play. Most see that way. A few might see you more interested in fun than in work. So find the balance. You hope that you can stay filled with hope and gratitude for all of this and celebrate with the ones that you wish to be with, but maybe you feel that you can't do this. You might be fearing for a party person. Is there a party person in your life that you're concerned with, or are you the party person? So think about that. So they're saying that there's an opportunity okay, so it may be someone else that's the party person that you're worried about. So the outcome is you're going to be given the opportunity to celebrate with the ones that you care about, and you're going to be able to feel that fullness of gratitude for life's gifts that are coming. There may be something wonderful coming up for you to celebrate. They want you to stay centered in your faith and your hope, and recognize that this is going to be something that's going to be shared with the ones that you care about. So something may be coming up. Life among pines, I just heard. Life among pines. That's a message to me, though. Yes, there is a party person. That's what I thought. So you're concerned about that person. So they're showing you that there's an opportunity for you. So what they're wanting you to do, Mohawk, is they want you to kind of lighten up a little bit. That person's a little bit too far this way, and maybe you're a little bit too far this way. So you need to maybe come to the center so that you can engage with this and show that kind of willingness to be a part of life's parties and fun. Okay? So that's your message. Put this down again. Sorry, guys. They just told me a life among pines. I keep getting from Spirit over and over, trees for me, man. I have to go to the bathroom. How am I going to do this? I'm only on what number are we on? What number are we on, guys? Who's next and what number are we on? Next. Who are we on? Sandy? Who's next, please? Oh my, I have to go pee. Birthday girl Jody is 8. Okay, Jody, do you know that Jody? Happy birthday, Jody. It's Jody's birthday today. Everybody say happy birthday to Jody Schaefer. Woohoo! You're very welcome. You're on number 8. Okay, 9, 10, 11. I might be able to sit here and handle this. I might. So for Jody, 9 of Swords. Whoops. Okay. 9 of Swords. So what is the 9 of Swords? Now, she knows tarot, Jody. I'm the one who is learning about tarot. So it's interesting that I'm doing a reading for her. But Spirit's giving you this message. So 9 of Swords talks about a nightmare. Okay, so this is going to be a fear. Okay, so the 9 of Swords, they're telling you, you would know, You need to realize that if your fears are not confronted, it can lead to obsession, compulsion, paranoia, physical illness. We all have the dark side that we have to acknowledge. They want you, I know what this means for you, Jody. They want you to avoid, and you know what's funny is my best friend in high school, her name was Jody. Actually growing up when I was a kid. Goodbye, Mohawk. Goodbye. Okay, so what they're talking about is they want you to avoid being a martyr. We know what this means. We've talked about this. They want you to get enough sleep. You're surrounded by a kind of nightmare situation. You're surrounded by, these fears need to not get in the way. They need to not become a compulsion, an obsession. The paranoia, it's going to bring on the illness. That you need to protect yourself right now. We talked about this before. It's about self-protection. They need to get the sleep, make sure that you're rested, but in more ways than just physical rest, mental rest as well. You don't need to be the one-woman army. This nightmare situation is what's blocking your progress. We already know that. And if you don't confront it and understand it and listen to what Spirit's told you, we've talked about this before, how they told you what you need to do, and you're like, I'm trying to do it slowly. You're blocking yourself. So they need to protect yourself, avoid being a martyr. You have to deal with this situation. It's about dealing with this situation. Confront it. If not, it's going to bring this paranoia, this compulsion, this martyrdom, this physical illness. They need you to protect yourself, so you need to do this. So in the past, fears, obsession, compulsion, they are affecting this present situation. All the stuff from the past is causing this block right now. So you need to look at them. They may be manifesting as bad memories. They may be, it may be anxiety. It may be replaying itself again because of the stuff that came up from the past. We've talked about this. So they want you to deal with it. As you go to sleep, they want you to visualize yourself in the arms of whoever it is that makes you feel the safest. Wrap yourself there. Ask for how you can specifically, step by step, deal with this problem. You will be answered. You're going to soon encounter a situation, and I know that you're in it, but there may be something else coming up where you're going to be confronted with this feeling of being pulling down on you. So again, they keep stressing, avoid being a martyr. Present yourselves. Yes, here I am. I know that I'm in this situation. I see it. I'm facing it. I'm looking at it. I am in the process of confronting it. I'm looking at all the fears and all the worries and all the doubts. I will no longer be a martyr. I am not a victim. I am not a martyr. I am not controlled. I am choosing to take care of myself. I'm going to get the sleep that I need. I'm going to get the self-care and the rest. I'm putting myself first. Others look at you, and I'm looking at you, and I see the situation and that you're in, and you're in the grips of this situation, and it's a nightmare. I do know that you're confronting it. You are looking at it as you can. You're trying to avoid being a martyr. You're trying to avoid all of this stuff. They're showing me that there's somebody that is afraid to be around you, is afraid to be there. You need to ask about this. So you hope that you can deal with this. But this martyrdom is pulling at you. It's dragging at you. This is your dark side. It's interesting that your darkness is being too kind. Your darkness is of being the saver and the fixer. That's your darkness. That's your shadow. They're telling you they want you to not be afraid of being alone. They don't want you to be afraid of the fear itself. They want you to deal with any panic attacks that come on. Because you're about to, you're going to be confronted with this again. It's not going away, is what they're showing. So until you face it, understand it, this will turn into illness. So the final words for you: avoid being a martyr. It's not required of you. Sometimes we don't have to do anything. Sometimes we can just rest and allow Spirit to do it. And this is one of those times. Spirit is saying it's time for you to stop doing for them. It's time for you to focus on yourself. So I am not surprised at all that you got that message. That's your message. Thank you. I don't know how Lily's doing right now. Right now I'm kind of letting her be on her own. Actually, now that you said that, I'm going to look out and see if I can see where she's at. I think she's sitting in the sun. Baby? Are you out here, baby? Let me look and see where she's at. It's not that hot outside. Shoot. Okay, let's hope I brought her in the house. She's not outside. Oh, there she is. Oh, no, that's not her. Okay, I don't know where she is. So the fact that you brought her up and I can't see her oh, there she is. Hi, baby. Can you guys look at her and give her some love? Give her some healing energy? She's sitting by her crystal water. Notice she's sitting by the one that says Paris, and it's got the Eiffel Tower. She's got healing crystals in that water. How are you feeling, baby? Are you getting stronger? How are you feeling, sweetheart? Everybody's giving you love. Okay? It's okay, chicken. Thanks for asking about her. That made me nervous for a moment. You're very welcome. Okay, so Joy is asking if she was missed. Sandy, what number is Joy, please? Janice is number 9. What number is Joy, please? Janice is number 9. Okay. Thank you, love to Lily. Was Joy missed? Is Joy one of the ones that was on the list of people? Sandy, is Joy one of the people? If you've answered me and you're like, Joy came late. Okay, Joy, you and I will talk separately. You came late. There's only 11 that I'm reading for today because my bladder's going to explode actually, and because Spirit told me number 11 and I have to be consistent. So Joy, you and I will talk privately. Okay, so this is for Janice. The Tower. Now don't be afraid of the Tower. The Tower also represents death, okay? We're not going to look at the Tower as a negative. We're going to put the Eiffel Tower next to it, right? So don't be afraid of the Tower. The number is 16. I haven't been talking about the numbers, and for some reason for you, I feel like I'm supposed to talk about this number. So the number 16 says your words are magnetic affirmations that draw to you the very things that you think and talk about. For this reason, the angels are reminding you to be aware of your words and thoughts. For some reason, that needed to come up right now. So when the Tower comes up, it speaks about crisis, okay? The tower is, falling tower. That's generally what it is. So what they're saying is you need to revolutionize. Now that's interesting. I'm thinking about this. There's a song by Green Day. That's why I think of us as the Eiffel Tower. It's called Holiday by Green Day, and it talks about the establishment coming against and trying to topple the Eiffel Tower because we're different, because we don't believe, and we dare to dream our dreams and live our lives differently than the norm, than religion says, that society says. So the fact that they're showing me the Tower here, that what they're saying is you need to revolutionize, because that's what they were talking about when in the song Holiday by Green Day. It's a revolution, an aspect of your situation. You might feel desperate, and you're willing, and so desperate that you're willing to upset everyone and anything to end whatever this crisis is. We're talking about like a volatile or nervous energy that might be released suddenly. Now that happens with the eclipse energy, and so there might be something that comes up suddenly. You're surrounded by revolutionary ideas, right? You definitely are talking to me. And actions. So status quo must change, or there's going to be a crisis. So things can't remain as they are. When you see the Tower says something needs to change, right? Stability might be threatened. There might be pressure that's released suddenly. So energy is going to be released suddenly. So this is good tonight with the full moon that we're going to release, right? So maybe this instability or whatever this crisis is, like a lot of people are in crisis right now with the fires and with the hurricanes, right? That may be blocking progress. So forces of change or the resistance to change, we can't resist change. When it happens, it has to happen. It could cause a breakdown. Maybe that has caused a breakdown. So if the old has been swept away, like with this hurricane, right? Much good has been lost. So there's balance that has to be restored. So things maybe have gone, something has happened that's caused things to flip upside down, okay? That's what happens when the Tower goes away. So crucial to the situation is you being able to function in the eye of the storm, just like all the people that are going through this right now, right? During a crisis time, unstable time, when these changes, when there's dangers, because what's interesting is when there's danger, there's also opportunity. There's both. Remember, that's why you were given those words. Your thoughts and the things that you speak are powerful. Oops, I got to plug us in, sorry. I got to plug us in. That's another message. Plug into your higher self. Plug in the good stuff, because when you're surrounded by all of this, that's what you need. So what's passing is this revolutionary stuff. The storm is going by. The hurricane's passing. The breakdown of old structures, that's passing. And the effects of this must be looked at. They must be understood. Why did things fall apart? What needed to be rebuilt? Because you have an opportunity to recreate in your life right now. So it's going to be good to escape the pressures of your life from the past and look at things in a new way, an entirely new way, okay? They want you to visualize yourself happily reinventing your life. They want you to throw out what didn't work in the past. When the tower falls, the tower never falls when it's a weak foundation. There was something that needed to be swept away. There was something that needed to be changed. So when the tower falls, you're going to be liberated, right? That's what they're saying. You're soon going to encounter this falling tower. The energy is going to be released suddenly, whatever it is. It's going to be like boom, whatever this is. The old rules are no longer going to apply, and some kind of liberation is going to happen for you. They want you to present yourself as a victor, the champion. Okay, you want this exciting. You want this revolution. You want this revolution to take place. You are a part of this. You are. Like the romantic partner we saw last night, the fairy king, he was strong and capable. That's how you want to present yourself. You know the benefits of updating your ideas, updating rules, updating structures, getting yourself built on a strong foundation. They want you to move into the new reality, right? We let go. We had that eclipse energy that pushed things and washed them away. The great wave comes and washes it away. This hurricane washes it away. The fires burn it away. And now we've got the new reality. They don't want you to be shy at rocking the boat. If there's something that needs to change, rock the boat. Don't be shy. Be the Eiffel Tower. Look up the song Holiday by Green Day. Look up that song and pay attention to it. Others see you. Well, the progressive ones, the ones like us, the forerunners, the way showers, the leaders, they see you as a champion of what's exciting and revolution. They see you as a champion of that. They see that you're unafraid of change, okay? That's how the way showers, that's how the light bearers that are moving forward, that's how we would look at that. Conservatives might think, oh, you're wild, you're crazy, you're dangerous, you're disrupting the way the norm, right? Like the status quo, which has to change. Just like in the song by Green Day, Holiday, the ones that were trying to topple this Eiffel Tower, they think they're crazy. But they're saying, we dare to dream. This is the ones moving forward. So you may wish to see things change. You may wish to see old patterns and structures and routine be revolutionized, right? Routine is out. But maybe you're kind of worried about the change. You're worried about what that's going to bring about. You know, this is going to be hard for me to handle possibly. Maybe you fear the disruption, maybe you fear it happening, and maybe you think it won't be worth all that you have to put into it. You might fear that it's going to be a disaster. Oh my God, the lightning's going to strike and it's going to be a disaster. I don't know if I can pull it together. But the outcome is you're not going to escape the falling tower. It happens, period. It happens. When the tower falls, there's no getting away from it. Good, my little girl's up and she's walking around. That makes me feel better. I have to pay attention to my words too and thoughts when it comes to her. So be prepared for energy to be released suddenly. Recognize that old ways of doing things are not going to apply any longer. The old rules are not going to apply any longer. And recognize that you may be liberated in some way. So embrace this change. There is no escaping the falling tower. So pay attention. As I said, this is a good thing. I don't look at the tower as a negative. So many people look at because when there's a death of the old, the universe hates a vacuum, right? They abhor a vacuum. So whenever there's the death of the old, we have the vulture that shows up, right? That's the transformation and then the rebirth. That's what's coming. This September 23rd, huge energy, huge energy. It's the birth that's taking place. Oh, I was just wondering what Joy was saying. Okay, so that's your reading. Who's next, please? As I shuffle. Sandy, you're so sweet. Lisa Ann is 10. Joy's good. Joy and I talk on our own. She's good. She knows I'll get her. Right, Joy? Besides, these messages aren't just specifically for the people, right? That they're reading for. Everybody that I'm giving a message to, we all have something to learn. I'm getting something from every one of these readings, every single one of these readings. So, and I love that my tower is coming into play. I love that. And let's put Let's put the amethyst next to my babe for a sense of calm. He's got purple on his leg right here. And I've got granite and crystal on the other side of me. I've got lapis lazuli on my ear, a crystal cat ear. I've got carnelian and obsidian, black obsidian on my babe. We're surrounded by crystals, and we've got selenite in front of us. Right here, my selenite tower. I guess I should have shown you guys that. Let's put that over here by my babe, because that clears all the energy of everything that's going on. Okay, so Lisa Ann. Janice, I'm crazy. Crazy's good. Yes, okay, here we go. You're very welcome. Lisa Ann, here's for you. I love the Empress. Ooh, I resonate with the Empress. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And the number is 3. The number is 3, just like this stone that Spirit gave us. The Ascended Masters are working with you. Okay? I am, for some reason, seeing... It's funny that only certain people are getting the numbers. But for you, the Ascended Masters are helping you, usually one that you feel closest to. Now, what's interesting to me is Jesus is definitely working, but what's coming up to me is the fact that we've been given the word compassion again and again. So to me, it's Kuan Yin. Now, whether Kuan Yin, you believe Kuan Yin is a real person or was, or you just believe Kuan Yin as an energy. See, for me, this is how I work personally. I don't believe I don't worship Buddha. I don't worship Kuan Yin. I don't worship Ganesh. I look at all of these things as symbols. So Kuan Yin is a symbol of compassion. So for you, that's what comes up with the Empress, the number. So the Empress talks about creativity. My sacral chakra, I told you, it's been spinning like crazy this whole time. So you need to give birth to something that has never been. You're going to create something new. That's what's going on with this fab energy that's coming for September 23rd. That's what's lining up. Remember I told you about the planetary alignment? I'm not all about numerology, and I'm not all about astrology, but I'm learning things as they come and as they apply. I will bring them in as Spirit says for me to bring them in. I'm learning all the time. I'm open. I'm staying open too. So what they're saying is this is the time for birth. They want you to tap into your creative potential. So what do you need to do? You need to get your sacral chakra moving. Dance, right, Sandy? You need to move your sacral chakra. You need to light it up. That's your seat of sexual energy and your creativity. They're hand in hand. They go well together. Have sex if you can. That'll help. They want you to be gentle to yourself, and they want you to nurture this new creation. Nobody's done this. Whatever this is that's coming, like it's a baby. This is the mother giving birth, right? Everyone's hitting on the having sex thing. Heck yeah. I want my twin to come home because I want to have sex with him. In the physical, not just in the spiritual. So what's surrounding you right now is the potential for great abundance, okay? The potential for beauty, joy in the natural world. That's why I keep talking about the crystals, right? That's around you. Creativity is priceless. Something is being born right now. For you, it's a very fertile time. And there is a creative person that can be of help to you, is what they're showing. What's interesting to me is it's funny that I brought up sex. It's just so funny because what they're saying is sensuality or lack of sensuality might be blocking your progress. So there's got to be a balance. That's what we talked about last night. Remember we talked about the night message to dream on? Sexuality came up. So I don't have my twin's physical body here for me to play with, but he's in my mind and he's in my heart and he's in my dreams. But I can touch myself. If you guys find this too much information, don't think that. You need to be open about this. We need to be real about this because if you are sexually repressed, if you're feeling uncomfortable touching your body or exploring or dressing sensually or like Sandy, she pole dances. She's got a pole dance, and I wish I had one in my house. That's a way of body movement, of exercise, and of being sensual at the same time. It's very cool. So what they're saying is your creativity, you need to focus on a balance between beauty and the pleasures of the material world, of sensuality. Your creativity has to be expressed somehow. So there might be issues, motherhood issues. So in my life, that is what there was an issue. My mother was sexually abused. My grandmother was sexually abused. And so there was a lot of hiding the body. There was a lot of, I was raised as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and masturbation was viewed as evil or wrong. I have been celibate as far as a partner except for a month. Well, my twin's been gone 3 years, so it was just a brief moment, but 11 years. So if you're going to not touch yourself for 11 years, you're going to be stunted, okay? You got to figure this out. So crucial to your situation is your ability to create something that you've never done before. They want you to allow nature, the beauty of nature, the crystals or whatever it is in nature, to inspire you and show you how to make your dream real. They want you, they reckon something about a mother energy. So there's a nurturing person in your life, a caring, creative person in your life could be important. What's behind you? The ability to respond to life's challenges in a creative way has brought you to where you're at right now, okay? So your situation is of your own creation. We are where we are because of what we've done. So a maternal person, so a mother's influence might be weakening. So there may have been a mother influence that has had a strong hold, a domineering mother possibly, or that kind of an energy. And they're weakening, that hold is weakening on you. So it would be good to have proper blessings of nurturing, unconditional loving maternal energy around you. Visualize, if you didn't have this in your life, if you didn't have a mother that was openly affectionate, physically, spoken word, they want you to visualize this. Visualize her giving you this love, peace, security, holding you in a beautiful, creative way, and allow yourself to envelop this. Be enveloped by this. It's kind of like what's happening in the stars and in the planetary lineup. That's the mother giving birth. So imagine this energy now enveloping you. That whole, and us, we're the soul family, right? So unconditionally loving, we're sending this love out to you. Gosh, I've got to remember to charge my phone. Sandy gave me this charger and I keep forgetting to charge it in. There we go. So that's another message. Plug in to this nurturing. Where do you go to get this nurturing energy, right? It would be good for you to respond to life's challenges that from the past, because you have to. The ability to respond to this is crucial right now because you are where you're at because of your past conditioning and in your belief system. What they're saying is you're soon going to be, because you're about to create something, you're soon going to be you're going to be in this position of being able to create something. You're going to be productive. It's coming at hand. There's something coming at hand. And it's going to come possibly in the form of a very nurturing, loving person. Or maybe you that's going to be this one. Maybe you're going to be this loving, nurturing person. They want you to present yourself that way. They want you to present yourself willing to be this loving, nurturing energy. Remember, send that out first and then we draw it back into us. They want you to give life to something that has not been before. Demonstrate the ability to solve problems while keeping everyone's interests at, their best interest at heart and in mind. So for you, Kuan Yin's energy of compassionate, the compassionate, loving, nurturing energy is what needs to be focused upon. So visualize yourself doing this, bring this forward. They're showing you that others see that you're a creative person. Others say that you seem to be a nurturing, caring individual that's ready to bring forth something into your life. Your love of nature and your natural energy seems to support the efforts that you want to bring about. Many think, maybe some may think you're an artist. You want to nurture something. You have a longing to nurture something, but maybe you think it might not work out for you. Problems with your mother might be the reason. This is such a loud message. There's such a domineering mother figure, and it could be a feminine man, an energy from a man that's got that, maybe the mother role. It doesn't have to always be a female, but there's interference with the mother energy. So maybe because of that you fear, maybe you fear a parental figure, or maybe you're afraid of being a parental figure, a nurturing, mothering figure. So what they're saying is your ideas, you need to face these fears. We got to look at them, right? So they're going to be recognized. Whatever it is that you're about to birth, it's going to bear fruit. They want you to know that you are going to be able to enjoy many, many blessings. What? There's a real live tiger? Wow, tiger energy. I'm a tiger in Georgia. Okay, in Georgia? A tiger? So somebody must have had a pet that they let go. or that got away, because there shouldn't be. I hate that when people hold on to tigers. So if there's a tiger, that's a really loud message to me, because my tiger's been let loose by a domineering mother figure. So what the tiger speaks about is relying on your own strength and your own cunning to survive. The tiger is a silent hunter. They're solitary. They talk about raw emotions and feeling. So we're talking about this mother figure, right? So this is you bringing this up. They talk about spirit animal, tiger. God, I've got her on my refrigerator. She's me. It talks about you are the one that's responsible for your intentions. You're the one that's responsible for moving forward. You have a confident stride. You're regal in your position and in the way you move. And what's interesting is we were talking about sensuality. The tiger is the animal of sensuality. This is a need for maybe having a hidden sanctuary. The tiger is the supreme dominant of their domain. They're very fierce. They are the master of the jungle. Remember I said I heard it's time to go on safari. God, I heard it's time to go on safari. I am the tiger. This is amazing for you. This is perfect for you. This is a message for you. It's so perfect that Joy brought this up right now. So this mess, and the tiger is of mystery and magic. And it's interesting is when the tiger shows up, things are not as they appear. There's something that's hidden because of the moon. So they want you to feel this energy, this fertile energy that we've been speaking about, this sensual, creative, sexual energy. This is potential. This is a fierce energy that's working for you. They want you to work with this energy. This is your tiger totem. The tiger is a wise, wise soul. They encourage you to spend time, as I said, in luxurious ways. They want you to spend time, and so your own physical self needs to be nurtured in a sexual way, in a sensual way. You need to do this. This is very, very important. I didn't bring this up for no reason. This was absolute confirmation from Spirit, and because it talks about sensuality, it talks about passion, it talks about beauty and mystery, ferociousness, a surprise. Remember, there's a surprise coming. It talks about vision questing. So the tiger totem to come forward right at this time is freaking amazing. So you've got this project. This is what's coming to you. And they're saying that you are going to recognize, you're going to be recognized. This is going to bear fruit. This came up at the perfect time for you. There is somebody that's on hand that's close to help. This person is a nurturing, loving, creative person. I think that this person might be the tiger. Or you might be the tiger. You might be becoming the tiger yourself. But that came right then. Dang, that's amazing. I love that. Love that. Perfect timing. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Thank you, Joy, for bringing that up. And I hope that they don't euthanize that tiger. That tiger needs to be brought into somewhere special. Okay, who's next? You're welcome. Who's next, please? Wow, I feel like I'm getting a sore throat. Who's next, please? That was amazing. Don't distract the mystic. Don't distract the mystic. Annie is 11 in the final. Okay. All right. You know what's interesting to me? It's interesting. My twin is the mystic. He is the Merlin, and I am the tiger. It's interesting. And it's interesting. Maybe he is as well. I'm thinking about that. So 8 of Swords. This is the final message. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. So Swords. 8 of Swords speaks about indecision. So indecision we can always work with, right? So at this moment, what they're giving us is somebody's acting in indecision. Okay. So, can you see that? The 8 of Swords. She's kind of thinking, I'm not quite certain. You need to see the whole picture. That's the tiger coming forward. Something's hidden. Remember, things are not as they seem. Something is not as it seems. We need to see the whole picture here. Okay. Before you make a decision. In times of doubt and confusion, what do? You step back. You got to step back. And you got to wait patiently for answers from your inner self, from your higher self, not from outside. An oracle can help. I'm an oracle. These are oracle messages. They can help you. So a reading would be really good for you. You know, a reading would be fantastic for everybody, because right now, like I said, we're birthing something. Something big is coming. We've got this energy. So to know what to do and to know what energy is coming forward, a reading would be very helpful. So an oracle would help. So what they're saying is, because right now you're surrounded by indecision and by this inertia, which is lack of forward movement. So they're saying don't expect anything to happen soon. There's rigidity, there's misunderstanding, and there's petty details. Petty details. That's interesting. Focusing on petty details, that needs to be worked with. So a lack of perspective, that's what's crippling. So right now an oracle can help. Indecision is what's blocking progress. It could be yours or someone else's. Nothing is happening. There's rigidity, there's misunderstandings. So they need to be dealt with. This lack of perspective is what is crippling. So crucial to this decision, crucial to this is your willingness to deal with indecision. So that I see this too. I see this actually with my twin, indecision. So let go of the petty details and the misunderstandings. If there's misunderstandings, what do you need to do to clear it up? Sometimes you need to decide not to decide, okay? Sometimes if you're rigid and the misunderstandings are in front of you, sometimes you have to deal with it. So ask an oracle, ask, what is it that I need to do in order to work through this? In the past indecisions are affecting the present. So it may be somebody from the past had all of these misunderstandings or these petty things that they were caught up on, hung up on, right? That they weren't able to understand. They focused on all of that and they didn't deal with things properly. So they must be done now. So choose an oracle, figure out what it is that I need to do. Overcome the indecision. Visualize yourself as the woman. Here you are. Visualize yourself as this woman. The swords are holding you. They're holding you, right? But you've got the strength to cut yourself free because you are holding the 8th sword. You're holding the highest sword. You're going to encounter right now indecision in yourself or in another, is what they're showing you soon. Or maybe that's in front of you. So what they want you to do is get as much information as you can on this situation. Maybe present yourself as undecided. Like I said, like for me and my twin, that's where we're at. That's where we've been at. My heart is open. My heart is there. I'm in unconditional love. But I am open to what is ever in my highest good. If my twin can't make the move, if he can't stop the indecision and move forward, my life continues to move forward. So that's what you need to do. Present yourself that way. I'm not going to sit here. I have love. I am holding a hand. I'm holding my heart, right? It's here. It's unconditionally held out to you. But I will not be bound by all of this indecision and all of this pettiness and this misunderstanding. I will not be bound by that. I will cut myself free. I will not be held back for somebody else because someone else can't make a choice, because somebody else is stuck in the past, because somebody else is allowing a domineering mother figure to control their mind and they're not able to move forward, right? So cut yourself free from this. Present yourself as undecided. Present yourself as, I have the ability to make this choice. I have the ability to move forward or to not. I have the ability to look at all the options that are in front of me, because you know what? Yes, I have this love for you. Yes, I have this desire to be here. I have desire to do this, but there's a lot of options in front of me. You are not the only fish in the sea. Whether this be a person, whether this be a project, whether this be an idea. And right now, others are looking at you as someone who has not made a choice. Because that's a fact. Because we don't do anything by ourselves, right? You may be overanalyzing. Maybe you're the one who's overanalyzing a situation. Maybe there's unimportant details, unimportant little stupid things that you're allowing to get in the way that is blocking things from moving forward, and you're not able to see the big picture. Sometimes, maybe people are looking at you, you're an indecisive person, right? Right now you need some help. You need to look into the situation. Is it you or is it the one in front of you? You hope that you can overcome indecision. You hope that you can overcome this stasis, this block. So do I, right? But we fear that, you know, maybe we won't. So maybe a bad decision is worse than no decision at all. Because sometimes what Spirit says is make a move. Whatever you need to do, you need to make a move. You need to not stay stuck, held to all this stuff that's holding you back. Whatever this is about, whether this is a job, whether this is a relationship, whether this is a project, whatever this is, consult with your higher self, because they're showing you, seeing this. This is what you're encountering. Indecision in yourself or another. And it's best for you not to make your decision until you are presented with an equal coming forward, right? Gather as much information as you can and then move forward as Spirit guides you to move forward. So maybe you're at a place right now where you're having to review all the facts and you're looking at things. And I can tell you for myself, I love with everything in me, right? And I've got a lot to give. And I will not be held down as this woman stabbed with swords by misunderstandings and indecision. I will cut myself free and I will move forward because I have far too much to give of myself and I have far too much in the world to experience, and so do you. So this is your message. Yes, clear communication. Clear communication, openness. What was it that we were getting the theme of this message? Compassion, unconditional love. What would love do? What would love say? A willingness to compromise, right? A willingness, communication. You need to speak. You're at a place of indecision and you need to wait for more information, so that may be what your message is. Maybe that's what you're at. For me, same thing. I got to see physical. I got to see someone standing at my door. I got to get an email or a phone call that's saying, I'm here, I'm ready to move forward. Otherwise, my life moves forward. And what I keep seeing is the pine trees calling me. So I'm moving forward with my life. So you got your message. There's your message for everyone else. Those are the messages for everybody. That's it. We're done. We're done. I've held my bladder this whole time. It's time for me to release. It's time to release. It's time for everyone to release because tonight is the full moon. So tonight would be a good time to let go of all of this indecision. You could say to Spirit, I am ready to let go of indecision. I choose to move forward proactively. I choose to see the guidance in front of me. I know that I will get the answers that I need. Things will be very clear to me. After tonight, when the full moon, tonight we will rest. Tonight we will rest. Tonight we will allow these energies to go. We'll release them all. And tomorrow when we wake up, we'll have a clearer picture. And that is what I see. I affirm that tomorrow everything will be clear and things will move forward. Whatever the decision is, I was shown He will ride to you on that full moon. So my knight in shining armor doesn't come riding to me. I'm hitting the road. That's what's happening. So forward movement, take control of your own life, release what no longer holds on to, that would no longer you wish to be held on to. This is a good message for the final message. This is all the crap that's been holding us back, right? This is what we're going to release. All of those swords, we're going to release those swords. Release them all. What's interesting to me is there are 8 of swords and she holds 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She holds 1. So outside forces don't control everything. You hold the highest sword. It's your life. You create your life and you move forward. You're very welcome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Love for Lily. Thank you. I appreciate that. If I have missed anybody here, I'll answer you as I go through this, and when I edit this, I'm going to post this for everyone so they can go back, because these messages are for everyone. These are amazing. And happy full moon release, everybody. Have a good rest. There's a lot of deep thinking going on right now. That's priceless. I love him. So my tiger, he's a lion and tiger mixed. You know that? I'm the tiger. He's a lion and tiger mixed. So, gotta be some clarity. Gotta be some clarity coming. We're calling in clarity after this full moon as we release all the crap that's holding us back. All right, you guys. Lots of love. Peace, love, and golden light. Thank you. You're very welcome. Bye.